Good morning everyone. Today I am going to perform experiment number 5 for PSC, that is generation of AM wave using any simulation software. So here we are going to use MATLAB in order to MATLAB software in order to generate AM wave. This is a simulation software. So for generating AM wave we require two signals. So one is the modulating signal and second one is the carrier signal. So in amplitude modulation, the carrier wave only vary the amplitude with respect to the amplitude of the modulating signal, which results in AM modulated wave. The mathematical expression of modulating signal is given by, which is written over here, Vm equal to Vm sine 2 pi Fm of t. Okay, so this is the mathematical expression of modulating signal, which is Vm equal to Vm sine 2 pi Fm t. So Vm is the instantaneous amplitude of the modulating signal. Capital Vm is the amplitude of modulating signal, and Fm is the modulating signal frequency. So same way we have the mathematical expression for carrier signal, which is given as Vc equal to Vc sine 2 pi Fc of t, where small vc is the instantaneous amplitude of carrier signal, capital Vc is the amplitude of carrier signal, and Fc is the carrier signal frequency. And then the output of the analog multiplier is given over here, V equal to Vc sine omega ct equal plus m Vc upon 2. And this is the block diagram, m Vc upon 2 cos omega c minus omega c m t minus m Fc by 2 cos omega c plus omega m into t. And modulation index is given as Vm upon Vc, which is a modulation index. Now this is the diagram for different cases of AM modulated signal. In the first case, where modulation index, where value of m is 0, m is nothing but the modulation index. So this is an unmodulated carrier signal. So in the second diagram, if you look in the second diagram, here value of m is 0.5. That means modulation index is of 3%, and as the modulation index is less than 1, this type of AM waveform is called as undermodulation. Here if you can see, the upper sideband and the lower sideband does not touch to each other. Okay, here in this case. But in the third diagram, if you can see, the value of m is 1, where upper sideband and lower sideband which touches the horizontal axis. This type of AM waveform is called 100% modulation. Okay, 100% modulation. Now in the fourth waveform, the value of m is greater than 1, and here upper sideband and lower sideband overlap with each other at this point. So this type of AM wave is called overmodulation. Now for this experiment we have used MATLAB software for simulation. Let's see what is there in the MATLAB software. So this is the MATLAB software where we have to write down the programming for generating the AM signal. So first I have already written the programming. I'll show you the same programming which is there in your lab manual. So here initially we have started with the CLC, clear all and close all. So this CLC instruction is used for clearing the screen, and clear all means what? If you have already written any other programming in this MATLAB software for other diagram or other experiment, then clear all will clear the previous experiments. Okay, and close all will close the experiments which you have already previously written. Next, I have given the time period here, t equal to 0 is to 0.001 is to 1. Means what? Here the time period of the signal will be between 0 to 1, and the time period between 0 to 1 will be of 0.001 second. 0 is to 0.001. The middle number indicates the second. Okay, indicates the second, means what is the time difference between two numbers. So there will be a time difference of 0.001 second. Then I have given two initialized two values and declared it, a equal to 1 and b equal to 2. So a is nothing but the modulating signal, and b is the carrier, your carrier modulating voltage and carrier voltage, through which we can find it out the modulation index. I have written this programming using this RAM manual. So I have taken a equal to 1 and b equal to 2. So this is the time period, and it is written. Next, there will be a FM. FM is the modulating frequency or message frequency, which is here we have to give, first we have to give the message frequency, and next is the FC input, which is the carrier frequency, and the time period of this is 0.001 second. Next is the FC, which is in input frequency, input carrier frequency, and here the modulation index will be 1. Here I have mentioned 1. If I divide the term, then it will give you the value 1. So then I have taken the formula of modulating signal, Em equal to a sine 2 pi fm of t. Then I have soft float. Soft float means what? We have to plot the graph. After putting this, 3 means what? There will be 3 graphs you can put in one page, and in the first row I can in the first row, first column, that's why I have written 1 1. Then plot means t comma en. It will give you a graph between modulating signal and time, and your x level indicates the time and y level indicates the amplitude. Then title of the signal, your graph will be message signal, and it will over. In the second part, you can see EC equal to b into sine 2 pi fc of t here given. So here subplot here given as 3 means what? 3 means in one page you can draw 3 dots. That's why I have written 3. 1 indicates the row number, and 2 indicates the second column. That this graph will come in the first row, second column. Then plot t comma EC. Plot t comma EC means that graph will be between time period and carrier signal. The level of the x-axis will be time, and level of the y-axis will be amplitude, and title of the graph will be carrier signal. And lastly, we will get the overall time modulated signal waveform, which is given as the formula EM equal to b plus EM into sine 2 pi fc of t, and subplot here we in the first row, third column, we will get the modulated signal output. Let's see what output you will receive. Let's see what is the output you will receive over here after writing down the. Now I am going to run this program. Let me check once again whether I have correctly written the programming or not. Let me check. Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to give inputs to the message signal and carrier signal. First I have to give input, provide input, what will be the message signal and what will be the carrier signal. After giving the inputs, I will get the output in terms of graph. So here you can see the value of Vm is 1, A is 1 and B is 2. Means here Vm value is less than Vc. Okay. Then what output should I supposed to get? We will get the under modulation output. So here message signal I have given 10 and carrier signal I have given 300. Okay. So you have to remember one thing, carrier signal frequency should be higher than modulate. Every time carrier frequency should be higher than modulating frequency, because carrier signal is a high frequency signal. Now after pressing the enter, you can see we will get the graph as we'll get the graph over here. Yeah, this is the graph we are getting. If you can see here, the upper sideband and lower sideband does not touches the horizontal axis, so this is comes under modulation. So this is the first case which we have seen, where value of m is less than 1. Okay, now we'll go for second case. Now we'll see for second case, where the value of a is 1, b I will make it equal, where we will receive, supposed to receive the 100% modulation over here. Let's see what output you will receive. The value of a and b is equal. Now I should get the 100% modulation in the graph. So message frequency I have given 10, and carrier frequency as I will put it as 200. Now after pressing the enter, yeah, we are getting the 100% modulation, where the upper sideband and lower sideband touches the horizontal axis. Okay, now we're going to see the third case, that is the over modulation, where the value of m is greater than 1. Now I have put the value of a is 2 and value of b is 1, and we know the formula of modulation index, it is Vm upon Vc. So here the value of modulation index will be 2. So shall I get the output or not? Let's see. Here message frequency I will give it as 10 and put it as 10, and the carrier frequency I will write it down as 100. Okay, so press enter, and you can see here the upper sideband and lower sideband overlaps with each other. If you can see in the modulated amplitude modulated signal. Okay, so this is the graph which we have seen over here. I hope you have understood the concept using this simulation software. How will you draw the graph and how will you generate the AM modulation signal? Thank you.